What's up, guys? It's SquadX here. Like, subscribe, and comment down. This is a story there where Sasuke dies in the land of Wave Arc and gives Naruto his Sharingan. Yeah. So this is chapter 2, Homecoming, but make it fan fiction. I am home, Naruto yelled as he raced into the village. Now hold on just a second, Jiraiya interrupted. We need to report to Lefty right now, right away. I'm sure he will be glad to see you, Naruto, Kakashi added. Right, I haven't seen that old man in a while. Naruto slowed down to let his senseis catch up to him. I haven't seen anyone my own age for 4 years straight. Naruto continued. I've been stuck with you two this whole time. And that's a bad thing, Jiraiya reported. You're lucky you had the output to train under a legendary Sannin. He paused for a moment, then quickly added, and Kakashi. I'd highly call you legendary, but I have to admit, I have learned a lot from you guys. Naruto began to quicken his pace as they entered the busy plaza. Sounds of conversation and loud filled and laughter filled his ears. Yeah, as they got closer. Naruto then noticed the people began whispering about him. He should have been used to it, but 4 years away from the village made him rusty. It sounded louder than he remembered. One group of people began to whisper, but when they saw him approach, they all quickly dispersed. Another woman's face turned pale as she saw him, and she grabbed her child and rushed in the opposite direction. In mere moments, the blasting village full of people turned into a lonely clearing. Why is everyone acting so weird? Naruto asked. I know some of the villagers used to hate me, but it seems like everyone's afraid now. Strange, Kakashi commented. It's probably possible things in the village aren't quite the same as when we left, Naruto. No kidding, Naruto responded. Naruto, a voice called from behind him. Naruto, is that you? Naruto spun around to see Sakura walking towards him. The look of confusion on his face was replaced with excitement. Sakura, Naruto yelled. It's good to see you again. Sakura melted him from head to toe. You've really grown. You're taller than me now. She paused when she got to see his face. Sakura began to frown. It suddenly hit him that she hadn't seen him yet with Sasuke's dark eyes. She let out a sigh and continued. I haven't seen those eyes in a long time. So these are the legendary Naruto's. So this is the legendary Naruto Uzumaki. Another voice coaxed. Naruto had been so excited to see Sakura that he didn't notice the two men standing next to her. The one spoken had the shiniest bowl cut Naruto had ever seen. My name is Rock Lee. I've heard quite a lot about you, Naruto. Naruto couldn't help but wince at his abnormal large eyebrows and green jumpsuit. His eyes were very round, but somehow seemed more focused than they had any right to be. The guy next to him didn't seem as welcoming, more intimidating than anything. He had brilliant white eyes and dressed in white clothing. Naruto waited for him to introduce himself, but he stayed silent. Who are these guys? Naruto thought to himself. You two are on Guy's team, right? Kakashi asked. All three of us actually, Sakura answered. After you left, I decided to pursue medical jutsu, and just a few weeks ago, I was moved to this team. Sakura looked at the ground, and Naruto felt a hint of disappointment to hear that Sakura was not on his team anymore. He began to wonder if she actually missed him. I see, Kakashi said. And I assume you're getting along well. I suppose she's better than our last team member. The man in white finally spoke. His voice was deeper than Naruto expected. Lee shot an angry glance at his teammate. You cannot say things like that, Neji. He scolded. He scolded. Tenten was a great teammate. The group had filled with awkward silence for a while until Lee continued. Just because our teammate was not the best does not mean there was anything wrong with her. She's still our comrade. Naruto found it odd that Neji didn't respond. It seemed like he wasn't listening. Instead, his gaze was fixed on Naruto's eyes. It was not a friendly stare. It was more like he was carefully examining them. Lee ignored him and continued. Sakura told me about how well you fought on your last mission together. He said, I assume you have gotten stronger after all these years. Have you not? Have you not? I would love to challenge you. Okay, bushy brows. But if your fighting is as good as your looks, you won't last 2 minutes, Naruto retorted with a smile. Neji let out a soft chuckle as Naruto continued. And if your friend here keeps staring at me, things will really get ugly. The smile instantly vanished from Neji's face, and Naruto was yet again faced with a closed stare. Is that a threat? Neji asked while stepping closer to him. Lee ran between them, blocking them from one another. He gave a stern look to Neji, who was still scowling at Naruto. Without another word, Neji turned around and walked away. It was good to meet you, Naruto. Lee smiled and waved goodbye. I will have to catch up with you later, Naruto, Sakura said. I will see you soon. With that, they both went off to catch up with their teammate. Although they would never leave, I thought they would never leave, Jiraiya remarked, giving an exaggerated scratch and yawned. Anyway, we really should get going. The three walked through the almost empty streets to reach Hokage's office. The Hokage's office. It was an amazing sight to see. The once crowded shopping center with no people to purchase things. However, the village didn't change. It was still the same village from when he was in the academy to when he first became a genin. As they approached the Hokage's office, Naruto noticed someone standing outside. Shikamaru? Naruto asked. Is that really you? Shikamaru faced him and smirked. Naruto Uzumaki, he said. It's been a while, hasn't it? Naruto was taken aback at the fact that Shikamaru was wearing a tuning vest. So you're tuning now, huh? Naruto asked. I guess I never really found the time to take those exams. Naruto began flexing his muscles and continued. You know, with all my training and such. Didn't you know everyone in our DA is a chunin now? Shikamaru told him. You're the only one who is still a genin. Eh, everyone? Naruto yelled. Well, that doesn't mean I am weaker than you. You know, I've spent countless hours training. Well, I hate to break it to you, but so has everyone else. Shikamaru replied. It's a drag, but it's still our life's work. I hate to interrupt, Kakashi interrupted, but we do have to report to little Kage. I will see you later, Naruto, Shikamaru said as he walked away. Walking into the Hokage's office brought back a million memories Naruto had forgotten about. This was the same place he first got his leaf headband, the same place where he was assigned all of his late missions for Team 7. He remembered being sent here when he was even younger whenever he got in trouble, and I've and although he didn't like being there at that moment, he felt nostalgic being there now. Ah, glad to see you three made it home safely, the Terokage said as they walked in. Naruto, you sure have grown. I'm glad you are back. His voice had gotten whisper. Naruto scanned his face and couldn't help but notice his age spots and wrinkles had become more apparent than before. Glad to be back, Gramps, Naruto exclaimed. How has the village been holding up without me? Well, we have managed, Hiruzen replied. I am curious to see how strong you have gotten with your 3 years of training. He picked out some papers and held them up to his face. Kakashi, are you okay with training a different squad? A different squad? Naruto interrupted. Are you saying Kakashi Sensei won't be training me anymore? I didn't say that. Naruto turned back over to Kakashi. Well, Hiruzen turned back over to Kakashi. Well, you were gone. Sakura has moved to Team God. Team 7 is now compressed of only you and Naruto. In order to even that out, I have two Konoichi that I think would be perfect for your team. Okay, so yeah, teams are switched up a bit. Next chapter coming soon. Thank you for reading. Okay, guys. That's chapter 2. I'll be leaving it there. I will be reading the next chapter tomorrow. I'll be posting this. This will be like a daily thing until I reach chapter 4. I'll finish it. So, yeah, bye. Okay, toots. Okay, guys, it's Squad X signing out.